What happened when the best friend you trust, the person you rely on, the person you see as a brother suddenly turned against you in a way that you can never imagine? This is a very sad story happening in Delta State, and this happened on the 8th of September 2024. One man's decision changed lives forever. Oh my God. The victim, Paulinus Okon, was a thriving man in Ugeli's house, hustling, trying to make ends meet. He was doing all sorts of things. His friend Efe Onye-Itiyi approached him one day with a deal that sounded good on the surface. A house for sale at the cost of 30 million naira. Paulinus believed him because he was his best friend. He never believed his best friend would have an evil plan against him. He paid in 3 installments, handing over his hard-earned money to his friend. 3 installments, meaning he paid it part by part, probably 10 million, and made it 30 million. That means he paid it 10 million, 10 million, 10 million. But behind the deal was deceit. Instead of buying the house, Efe quietly diverted the money for himself, buying plots of lands, buying a duplex, and living the life while Paulinus wondered where his investment went. When Paulinus was asked questions, Efe avoided him at first. He denied Paulinus had gone with him. Then the lies began. Actually, Efe took Paulinus with him to the place, and eventually he murdered Paulinus. After murdering him, he started lying to his family. He didn't want to tell them that he has murdered him, so he started demanding ransom. If he went to Paulinus' family and demanded 500,000 naira, claiming he would use it to pay a herbalist who could review Paulinus' whereabouts. Oh my God, that means he has lied to them that Paulinus is missing after he has spied Paulinus. That's very bad. Days later, he said Paulinus had been kidnapped, that his kidnappers were demanding around 20.7 million as a ransom. The family believed him. The worry was real. They believed because he was his best friend. Your best friend is the one that always do the worst. I don't know why. But the truth was that kind of everyone imagined. Guess what? Investigations by the Delta State Police Command reviewed this. On the night of 8th of September, Efe, along with 3 others which are known as Ekeyimute Gaga, Sunday Ipeba, and a herbalist named Lawrence Joseph, lured Paulinus to the Orere River in Otokutu, a secluded area in Ugeli South. There they tied him to a stake under cover of darkness. What followed was horrifying. Paulinus was beheaded while still alive. His body was dumped into the river. His head was buried at the herbalist's shrine. He was bleeding. No, I don't want to talk much on that. That's very painful. They dumped his body, inside a river. His head was now buried at the herbalist's shrine. When the police finally raided the shrine, they exhumed the skull of Paulinus. The confession came from Gaga. If he brought Paulinus, told us what to do. According to Gaga, Gaga is the one confessing. He said, when asked why, if he admitted he couldn't explain to Paulinus that he had used his money, so he killed Paulinus instead to save himself a trouble. That is, after squandering Paulinus' money, if he, instead of telling Paulinus that, oh, I have squandered the money, he decided to end the life of Paulinus so as to remove his head or to save himself any trouble of paying back 30 million naira. When the Delta State Commissioner of Police, Olufemi Abaniwanda, spoke to journalists, his voice showed the pain behind the fact. This case is particularly painful, so painful even to me. He said, because it was a bosom friend who betrayed his trust. These two are best friends. These two are best friends. Be careful of the kind of friends you are keeping. All 4 suspects are in custody. Questions remain. How do you trust again? How do you live knowing that the hand you shook once held your downfall? Even if he was alive, that is what, if he had been able to survive, what would he be thinking? That the person he trusted most was the one that wanted to end his life? Oh my God, that will never be our portion. That will never be our portion. This story is a reminder: money, trust, friendship, all beautiful on the surface, but dangerous when laced with greed and betrayal. Oh my God, that is one thing you should know. Money, you see, money is the root of all evil, right? When sometimes you need to be observant, because you should be observant, even observing your best friend and others. And for you to know when this guy is already changing, his character is changing. Sometimes the jealousy, sometimes it starts from jealousy, and you should be able to notice all these small signs of jealousy. Is there any way the person can hide it until the day he wants to end the life of the person? No, the person could be showing some signs, but sometimes we ignore those signs, thinking it's nothing. And before you know what's happening, it becomes something big that we can't even bear. This is the sad story of how Paulinus' life ended in this earth. God created him for a purpose, but his friend ended his life. His best friend, for that matter, whom he trusted with everything, to the extent that he was able to send him 30 million naira without even seeing the house that he was supposed to get for him. You see, this is sad one, but painful. Comment your thought about this. Tell me what you think about it. And me your boy Travis. Please just share this video, like it, and comment your thoughts. Thank you for watching.